Hi guys, compound stacks 1. Now this is lower body, legs, and all pushing. Now a compound stack differs from a superset. A superset is opposite muscle. So for example, an upper body exercise paired with a lower body exercise, or for example, a pushing exercise with a pulling exercise. Compound exercises are related to one muscle group. So for example, pulling and the back. You might have a rear delt row and a bent over row. Those are two exercises that are related because they're pulling and they work out the back. So we're going to take a look at the legs. First one is the squat. A lot of these exercises I've taught in previous videos, so you can look them up, but just to run through them for you. So the squat, okay, you're going to have your feet about shoulder width, maybe a little wider, slight turnout. You can try it a little narrower with the feet facing forward. You're going to have flexible ankles. You want to keep the back, okay, you don't want to round too much. You want to have a neutral spine, as they say. I like to think about it as a slight arch. Okay, if you are a person that has short legs and a long torso, you're going to find that you're going to be able to keep your back straight. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the quads and even the knees. And that's one way to squat. If you want to take the pressure off the knees, then what you'll want to do is you'll want to push the hips back. So you'll be looking forward, you'll be looking down, coming up. What you want to try and do is get the quads parallel with the ground. Okay, I like to actually open the chest out and do my warm-up like this. Now what you can do is, if you have ankles that are not so flexible, you can put blocks down. Make sure the blocks aren't slippery. Okay, you want to have something that's fairly secure. Okay, and this will allow you to squat a little bit lower if you're tight on the ankle. So you'll be able to go down further. You want to try and get parallel, even a little bit lower. Okay, if you can, don't worry about it. You'll get there. Okay, so you want to keep the neck in line with the spine. Okay. Yeah, here, if you're off the blocks, this ankle joint, these tendons and ligaments have to stretch. They don't have to stretch as much when they're on the blocks. So that's something that you can work with. Let me just put these back. Now, as far as squatting, you can hold the position right here, the goblet squat. So it looks like this. Okay, you're looking ahead, you're looking slightly down. Okay, if you want to develop power, you want to come up fast, control the down. Come up fast, that develops power. Power is strength displayed quickly. Okay, now the next exercise is the lunge. And by the way, you can also hold the weights up here and squat. The next exercise is the lunge. Many different places. You can hold the weights here, keeping the back vertical. You can do the bent over lunge, which looks like this. Very good for the glutes. And you can do a combined movement, which is coming down and all the way up. So you're getting a bent back, a bent over, and then a vertical spine. Okay, make sure you don't collapse. You want to keep a neutral spine. I like to twist that dumbbell. Let me just show it to you this side. So, you come down and come up. Okay, I like to twist that way. Okay, you want to make sure on the lunge, once again on the bent over lunge, you don't want to be too rounded. You want to have that neutral spine. Okay, also, you want to line up the knees and the feet. Same with the squat. Wherever the foot goes, the knee has to line up. So, you see a lot of this in the gym, these very turned out people. Okay, that's okay, provided you've got your knees and your foot lined up. You can put your foot very turned out, but if your knee can't turn out, you've got a big problem. So you can squat in a plie with the back virtually vertical, but you've got to have that mobility, otherwise it's not for you. Now with the lunge, you want to make sure that that back heel is up. You want to make sure that there's space between the legs. Okay, you don't want to tightrope. Okay, you come down. Now what you can do You can also have the weights up here. You can lunge, and you can do a goblet style lunge, just like this. Other variations of the lunge include lunging and stepping back, which will look like this. Alternating stepping back lunges. You can also do stepping forward lunges. Just be careful though. Stepping forward puts a lot of pressure on the knee. Very good quad workout, but you need to be very careful. Coming forward, pushing back will develop power. Coming forward, pushing back will develop power. Try to be flat-footed, or even you can try and emphasize the heel. Okay? But you don't want to have that heel lift up. Okay? You want to be flat-footed or push back on the heel. Power if you go fast back. Power back. Make sure you're aligned when you land. Okay, you might not need too much weight for that. The back emphasizes a little bit more glute. Okay, then you get a variety of single leg squats. So we can use this. Always good. Unless you're very strong, you can use a support. And you can do the curly Q squat. Curl your foot around like this. Coming down, you want flat. Let me just move this over to here. And I can show you on this leg. So you've got, this should be flat with the ground or even lower. If you can't get there, not a problem. You just go where you can. Okay, once again, you don't want to collapse. Coming down, make sure the knee and the foot are in line. Okay, there's various other single leg type squats. There's the kickstand squat, which looks a little bit like this. Let me just put this back. Kickstand squat, you have one foot behind, toes and the heels are in line, with a slight space between. Focus all the leg on the front, all the weight on the front leg. Okay, once again, hips back. Hips back to take some of the pressure off the knee. Okay, you got to take a little bit on the lower back, but that's good for you. Okay, and you're looking down and you're looking up. It's an almost single leg squat. Okay, and you can use it with weight. And there's the catch squat, which is going down on one leg and coming up with two. So you're holding the weight, or no weight, and then you come down, and then you catch it. Okay, you can alternate if you like. Catch. Coming down. Get the idea. Now for those that are very strong, you can try another single leg exercise. Very difficult, the pistol squat. So here, you're going to come down and up. Okay, some guys even do this, some guys and gals even do this with weight. So that's another option. Put that back. Let me show you one more on the other side. So right here, so you come down, push up. Very good. And as always, happy training.